Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dilmer. I want to welcome you to my show, and I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I do on a daily basis. And I want you to feel, and I'm going to be super honest with everything I do. This is more of this is probably not a typical video that you watch where I'm actually going to be telling you motivation things, and you're going to get excited. You're going to go home and be hyped. I want to tell you the truth, and I want to tell you exactly what I've been doing, and ups and downs, and how many hundreds of times I have actually failed, and how actually I get motivated to actually keep going even though I fail so many times. And the main thing that I wanna build, because I want this to be a series of videos, is I want you to learn the power of consistency. And not only the power of consistency, but actually what are some actionable tasks that you have to do to make sure that you stay consistent, to make sure that you do those tasks every day. What the worst thing that can happen is, say you start today, you're super motivated, a couple days from today, you're still motivated, 2 weeks from today, you're still motivated, and then somehow in that process your motivation starts to go down, because there's things that could happen there. There might be something that happened in your life, there might be a career change, there might be something with your family that happened, and that's what I want you to be able to work out, because I think the goal here is to build that into your body, to build that into your culture, basically who you are. You actually want to be a finisher. You don't want to be just a starter, because I think a lot of people, and including myself at one point, I was actually making way too many games, but they were never finished. I was making tools that were never finished. I know a lot of people that create a lot of cool tools, and they talk really cool about it, and they actually never finish it. So I want you to not be that. And the main reason that I do these videos is so that you can learn from what I've experienced. So you might ask me, so what do I do to actually build that skill? And this is so important, because I truly believe it, because I live it every day. Is whatever project that you work on, it doesn't need to be super complicated. I think if you're starting off, I don't want you to build a AAA game. Not to say that you can, but that wouldn't be really the right thing to do at the beginning. I think the right thing to do at the beginning, and I'm sharing this because I've done it, is you want to start with the smallest possible project that you can possibly start. So even if you're a team of 2, 3, 4 people, you want to be able to work with those people in a small project. Figure it out, because there's just so much things that are gonna go on in a project. Even if it's small, it doesn't really matter. So my first tip is, make sure that you pick a project small enough that you can finish in a month. So once you know that, and you might not really know exactly that it's gonna take a month, but just do an approximation from other things that you worked in the past. And if you haven't worked on other things in the past, just make sure that you pick something that you can estimate. If I can finish it in a month, it's better that you can say, oh well, I want to work on a project that's gonna take me a year, and then a year goes by, and actually it's gonna take you 3 years, and then that is really not the right thing to do. And there are many reasons for that. So just to stay on topic, make sure that you pick a very small project. So once you pick a project, what are the next steps? So the next steps is that you want to make sure that you track it. So you can use sticky notes. I can put sticky notes on my wall, and then you want to put those sticky notes in couple areas. So one column, and this applies to people that are using Jira, or they're using Trello to track their projects, is you always want to have a backlog, which is everything that you need, all the different tasks that you need in order for you to finish a project. And then the next column is the in progress column. And in that column, you're gonna be always moving things from the backlog to in progress. Once you have the in progress column, you're gonna create a down column. And in that column, you're gonna be moving things as they move from in progress to complete it. So you might say, why do I need to do all that work? That's just too much. That's overwhelming. And actually it's not. When you start doing it and you work on one task and a small task and you move it from the backlog to in progress, and then let's say that it's a task on average, it should take you no more than 1 hour per task. And then so once you're done, you move it from in progress to done. That is so powerful because the next day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna say, the first thing that I ask every morning to myself is, what did I finish yesterday? Was yesterday a successful day? And I can easily see it. I go to Trello and I look at everything that I finished and I say, oh wow, I actually finished 3 tasks. And the next day I do the same thing. I grab a couple more tasks and I finish them up. And you don't really need to spend, you don't really need to spend hours working on those tasks. There are days where you'll have a lot of time. There are days when, I'm super busy with my kids, I'm busy with my wife. I have parties that I gotta go to. I have, responsibilities that I have to attend. So, but on those days, I might have 30 minutes to 1 hour. So if I break down those tasks pretty well, I can actually, on those 30 minutes or 1 hour that I have remaining of my time, I can actually work on some of those tasks. And then, the next day I look back and I say, oh wow, yesterday I didn't really have much time, but I completed 1 task. So that's the thing that I want you to focus on. Just make sure that you break things very, very small. So just to reiterate, pick a small project. And then the second area is your task needs to be really, really, really small. And then lastly, I want you to always stay healthy, exercise, always spend time with your family, because that's very, very important. You can be super successful, you can finish all these projects, but if you go home and you don't have a happy wife, you don't have a happy family, that is actually gonna affect all that cool work that you thought you did. So I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna be creating more videos, and my best wishes to you and your projects. And if you have any questions, let me know in Twitter or subscribe to my YouTube, which I just barely started. Thank you.